Hi guys, I'm the Infamous, and today we're going to be going over Burnice's W engines, cinemas, teams, and more. I also have chapters so you can skip to a part you like, but I'd recommend watching the whole way through just to make sure you're getting the best out of your Burnice. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Burnice is a fire anomaly unit, the first of her kind, but what I find to be more important because it will dictate what type of W engines we're actually going to be able to use is the fact that she's a first ever anomaly off-field support. Again, that does mean that we're going to have less options, but I wouldn't let that deter you. I would say she has 3 really good options for her, and then maybe 1 viable option. Obviously, her signature is the best. If you're going to go for her signature, it'd be great because it's built around her kit. You're getting ER, which means you get her off-field support more often. You're getting damage increased while being off-field, and you're also getting anomaly proficiency by being off-field. Again, it's very, very good. You're getting so many buffs by, just simply existing. Now, second priority, I would say, is Electro Lip Gloss. Now, the other unfortunate part is this is also money spent. This is pull spent, and then this is battle pass. So again, both of them are not very free to play friendly. They're both very good options. You're getting anomaly proficiency, attack, and damage increase. The only thing you're missing out on this is the fact that you're losing out on the energy increase, so you're getting less consistent uptime. That's it though. If you see that you're not struggling with any energy, then I would actually recommend going for Electro Lip Gloss. But if you do not have either of the two, the only other option you really have is Weeping Gemini. Weeping Gemini is craftable, and this will stack off field as well, so this is like your only decent option, but even then it's not going to compare to these two. And then you could use Roaring Ride. It's actually better than Rainforce, but again, the same argument that I made is you're using your skill. This is just not viable. If you're going for an off-field support only as an off-field support, these 3 are what you want. If you want to use her as a driver, meaning that she's your only main on-field attribute, then I guess you could use Roaring Ride or Rainforest, but it's not something I would personally recommend. When we start taking a look at Burnice's drive discs, I feel like it's very, very simple. Because of the fact that she's an off-field support, we only have 1 really good option, and it's, well, Chaos Jazz, the only thing that actually buffs you off-field. If you're going to be using her as an on-field driver, I would actually be recommending Freedom Blues. But again, because she's an off-field support, everybody usually should be running her as an off-field support. This takes the cake. Now, the thing is, her 2-piece is very flexible. You can go 2-piece attack, you can go 2-piece fire, or because of the fact that she actually likes energy, because she's an off-field support that relies on it, you could actually go for a 2-piece energy. It's very flexible, but if you guys want to get the max amount of damage for your burns, I would actually recommend 2-piece Freedom Blues just so you can get the extra anomaly proficiency. Her 4-piece already gives a little bit of fire damage, so you don't necessarily need another fire damage piece. This is what I will personally be running, and I would recommend it for everybody. When we start looking at main stats and substats, it is very simple. Since she's an anomaly in it, you're going to want anomaly proficiency, anomaly mastery, and fire damage bonus. If you guys get attack here, it's okay. If you guys get pen ratio and you guys plan on using Arena, that is also okay. But universally, fire damage should be the better option no matter what. Unless you're really lacking attack, in that case, you could also go with an attack piece. Now, when we're talking about substats, it's also very simple. You're going to want anomaly, attack percent, flat attack, and pen. All of those are very good. You want to prioritize attack percent, anomaly proficiency, and pen. Those are your main. Again, she's very simple to build because she's an anomaly in it, so I don't really have to describe it too much, but it is very simple to build. Her stats are pretty self-explanatory. If you guys plan on heavily investing into Burnice, I will tell you 1, 2, and 6 are insane cinemas that you guys can pull for. 1 is going to be universal for no matter who you're running with her because it's increasing her own fire anomaly buildup and it's increasing her meter from 100 energy to 140. Very, very good. Aside from just a multiplier increase, this is just making her more consistent and viable to use off field, which is her main focus. Now for Eidolon 2, it's a little more niche, but I feel like if you're going to be running the meta team for electric DPS, either you're running Yanagi or Grace with her, with Arena, this is legitimately insane because you're getting a pen ratio increase, which is actually going to make Arena's buffs even more viable. I love this so much because I'm a Grace main. So seeing that, we're getting more support for her, it's a very beneficial boost. Now for Yanagi, I can already see this being insanely good, but again, we'll see to when we get to that point. 3 and 5 are just, level increases. 4 is going to give you a crit rate boost, and double shot is increased an extra second. I feel like this is pretty much useless. I don't feel like this is too good. I mean, if you're running her as an on-field driver, I feel like it's okay. And chain attack for your assist attacks, it's also going to be okay. But this is definitely not something you're going to be super excited for. Cinema 6 is legitimately insane though. You're doubling your damage. You're going to put their fire res down. You will ignore 25% of it. That is insane. Your burns are doing more damage off of her original damage that she did. So it's kind of like shock. It's going to be proccing every single time, and this can only increase 20 seconds. But this is still insane. Like regardless, fire res down is so so good. Again, if you guys are gonna go for cinemas, I would recommend 1, 2, and 6. Obviously, you guys should never spend on the game, but if you guys want to, those are the ones you're gonna be wanting to look out for. When we're talking about teams, I believe Burnice has 3 really good teams. One is the full Kaladin squad, which you could run Burnice, Piper, and Zzzero as your off-field support. Another really good option you could do is Burnice, Seth, and Jane Doe. I feel like the majority of people will be running this, but that's not your only option. You could also run Seth and Grace, or you can run Grace and Rena. And then when Yanagi comes out, you can replace Grace and run Yanagi instead. You have so many good options. Her plus an anomaly is essentially just, well, that's already going to make it a viable team no matter what. But your support's also very universal. If you're running an electric anomaly with her, run Rena. If you're going to run Jane Doe with her, run Seth. If you're going to run Piper with her, because they're both Kaladins, you could get away with running Zzzero. It's really good overall, but my favorite team is either between Burnice, Seth, and Jane Doe, or Burnice, Grace, and Rena. These two are going to get a dedicated video. I want to make a dedicated video of them going up against one another. I don't know which is the better team right now, but I know they're both really good and neither of them are necessarily bad. So again, it's up to you guys what you choose to run, but these are my 2 favorites. Okay guys, when we start talking about kit and how we're gonna be able to use it in game, it's very simple. I mean like very simple. Watch this shit. Use your enhanced basic. Just hold it down. Ooh, okay. You see that little ember on them, right? Little flame. We switch out. Watch this. Ooh, the fire's ticking. Crazy. Watch. So when we proc our physical, our assault, the flame's almost there. Crazy. Very complex, guys. Very complex. Okay, we put our shield on. Now that we have no meter, which you guys can see in your top left, it was running as well. Now we can use Afterburn, which is actually her skill. We run that down. Now we got our meter built up. Then we continue the same exact thing. Whoa. That was off field, by the way. Now we proc Disorder. See? Insane. Now that's essentially her kit. I actually don't need to say anything else. Legitimately, don't need to say anything else. That is as simple as she works. Then you continue running Jane on field. You continue proccing Afterburn off field. And then you keep going into this loop until you run out. And then once you run out, you switch to your Seth. Use your skill. Then you assist into her so she gets the shield. And then you continue the same exact thing over and over again until you kill your mob. Again, very simple, not that difficult. That is literally it. I don't have to talk about anything else with her kit. But I will say one more thing that I think is fairly important. If we use our ult, notice that we have nothing in our meter. Just like every anomaly unit as of right now, if we pop our ult, we do build a little bit of meter. That is pretty useful if you do not have enough energy. So if you guys are struggling with energy, you know, let's say you don't have her signature W engine, or you're not running a 2-piece energy set, then in that scenario, the ultimate will help you out very much. So if you're running like a C0, E0, that is very good. But again, we already talked about everything in her kit, really. It's just the off-field support. That is literally all you're going to be running her for. So with that being said, I'm going to show you a fight and I'm gonna put it into practice. I'm gonna be doing the hardest ambush mode and you guys can get a feel for how good she is in one of the fights. If you guys want to see another fight where I'm gonna be competing with both the Jane team and the Grace team, I will have that in a separate video, but this video will just have one little run. I'll see you after that.
フィナーレよ。
Hi guys, thank you to anybody who's made it this far into the video. As you guys can see, this video is a little shorter than normal, but it's because her kit is very simple. I don't really feel like I need to go into any further detail. And again, I have a lot of teams I want to try out and videos I want to make for her. So again, her build guide is very simple, but there's going to be more Burnice content if you guys are looking forward to that. Again, I appreciate you guys for coming. Thank you guys for always supporting me, and there's going to be more content out. See you guys later, okay? Bye-bye.